In what can only be described as an horrific period on South Australian roads, since Friday afternoon, 3 people have lost their lives, and 1 person remains critical in hospital. With the onset of winter fast approaching, police are pleading with the motorists and road users to please be responsible on our roads. Enough is enough. Enough people have lost their lives and been seriously injured this year, and we haven't got to the end of June yet. We're 20 above where we were last year in terms of people losing their lives on our roads. So please, I implore you to take responsibility, drive to the conditions, don't become distracted, and do the right thing when you're using our road network. That way everybody gets home safely.
Well, can you tell us what's happening up at Tantanoola?
I'm aware that police have responded to a serious crash at Tantanoola in the southeast. I don't have any further details at this point in time.
Given the weather we had on the weekend, is that an indication perhaps that the weather might have been involved in these crashes and a timely reminder to motorists to drive to the conditions?
Look, the weather wasn't clement on the weekend, but the reality is that every collision on our roads this year that's ended in a fatality is totally 100% avoidable, and that's the concerning thing for police. People become complacent. Take responsibility and don't be complacent on our roads, because you could be the next person that a police officer has to knock at your door and tell somebody that loves you that you're not coming home.
The roads all continuing to climb. Are you worried that the message just isn't getting across?
I'm worried that people are becoming complacent, particularly after how many lives we lost on the road last year.
How dangerous is obviously the combination of wet weather and then with so many trees lining roads closely to the tarmac?
Well, most definitely it's a danger, and as I said, the onset of winter, it's not far away. People need to be more vigilant than ever.
Are there other patterns that have emerged that have caused you concern that the rate is so high?
It's one thing that we do know is that unfortunately over the last 5 years, 65% of people lose their lives on our rural roads. We're tracking at about 62% at the moment, so that's a factor that we do know. And what we also know is that 42% of people that have lost their lives on South Australian roads this year have been inattentive or distracted. And we also know that 21% of people that have lost their lives have been exceeding the speed limit. At that time, speed's been a factor. As I said earlier, every death on our road is preventable.
Can I ask you about Glen Burnie? You investigated that one. Is there anything speed related to that one, or do we know anything at this point?
At this point in time, it seems that speed was a major factor in that collision, yes.
And obviously a very tragic thing to have to then go to this young man's parents, and obviously...
It's every time somebody's seriously injured or dies on our road, it's a tragedy. It doesn't just affect the person involved in the collision, it affects colleagues, it affects loved ones, it affects communities, it affects first responders. People need to start thinking about the impact that they're leaving behind.
If you don't mind me asking, are any of these being treated as possible suicides at all?
Every investigation that we do in terms of a serious crash or fatality on our roads is thoroughly investigated.
That 21% you mentioned, which were exceeding the speed limit, is that for this year?
That's this year.
Okay.